Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. Creating this whole series around the elements, and today's element is fire. So, fire has the power to create and destroy. Fire element is one of my favorite elements to learn about, and it might be because I possibly have a touch of fire in me. My what do you call it? Sign, I'm a Pisces, is not actually in the fire element. We have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius that are the fire element. So I'm going to kind of weave in all of the things about the fire element throughout the flow. So I'm not just going to sit here and talk for 10 minutes about it. We're going to start this on kneeling position at the back of the mat. So bring in the toes and the knees to touch, and then sending the hips back. If you would like to use a block or a pillow, be my guest. Get my bracelets off from that awkward position under my ankles. Once you get here, go ahead and bring your hands onto your thighs. Take a big roll of those shoulder blades down the back body, lifting through the crown of the head and closing the eyes down. Taking a few minutes right here to settle in, letting the body know that this is what we are about to do, and let it get ready. So the fire element's favorite time of day would be noon, and the fire element's favorite season, of course, is summer. Colors of the fire element are red, orange, gold, and white. Hence why I have red pants and an orange tank top on, or sports bra. Trying to match myself with the element. Nice big inhales and exhales through the nose here. Awakening the Ujjayi breathing. And that exhale, allowing the slight restriction in the back of that throat, will make the breath sound like an ocean. Inhale the arms up and overhead. And let's take some big circles going forwards and then back with the arms. Oh yes, inhale, the arms come up, and exhale, they come back down. And let's reverse it, so they're going to come forward and then back. Inhale, they come up, and exhale, they go back. One more here. Beautiful. Inhale, the arms up. And drop the right hand down, left hand sweeps up and overhead. Gaze goes up towards the ceiling. Inhale up, left hand plants, right hand goes up and over. And one more time each side. Right hand plants, left hand sweeps up and over. And left hand plants, right hand up and over. Inhale, we come back to center. Go ahead and take the arms into a T, and we're just going to twist to the right. Active twist here. Inhale, arms back up to the T. Twist to the left. Breathing. Inhale, back up, arms overhead, and let's exhale them, cactus arms. Beautiful. We're all going to come in through an all fours position, and once we get here, let's go ahead and just start with some barrel rolls. So dropping the belly over towards the left, rolling to the right, and then rounding up to the right, rolling over to the left. So let's do a few of these. Really feeling into the belly here, noticing how the back feels with each roll through the barrel. And once you feel good here, we'll reverse that circle, going the other way. And of course, taking note of the differences. What are the differences in the back and in the belly when we go this way compared to the way that feels more natural that we took first? Very nice. Once you feel good there, we're going to point the hands to the outside edges of the mat and just rock left to right here. Every time we go left, we're gripping through that left hand. Every time we go right, gripping through the right hand. Warming up the fingers and the wrist here. And let's go ahead and point the fingers towards us. Tuck the toes, and now we rock forwards and backwards. Beautiful. Maybe sit back, really feeling into these forearms here. And then we'll walk the hands back. We have our toes tucked. So we're going to sit back on those heels and shake out those wrists. Take a little roll one way, and then let's roll them the opposite way. And we're going to interlace our hands behind our back, trying to bring the palms to touch with the interlace here. And then trying to straighten through the arms to open up through the chest. Breathing. No holding or clenching. And we are not thinking about those toes. Beautiful. Release the interlace. Come forward. Give those toes a nice little pat. Walk the hands a little forward. Tuck those toes back, and we're coming in first down dog. Nice bend of those knees. Maybe trying to get the chest to the thighs, stretching through the shoulders. And then we'll take the dog for a walk. Straightening the right knee. And then reversing it and straightening the left. Right. Left. And then maybe see what it feels like for both. Pushing through the shoulders still. Breathing. We're going to come up and we're going to walk very slowly to the top of the mat. Once you get here, we're going to put our hands underneath our feet. Give the wrist a little massage with the toes here as we stretch through the hamstring, the low back, and the upper body here. Slight bend in the knees will be wonderful here. Breathing. And slowly we'll release those hands. Come up, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll root to rise, pulling ourselves up to standing. Head and neck comes last. Beautiful. Shift the weight over into the left. Pick that right knee up. Go ahead and give it a twist there and roll. And once you feel good, you can reverse that roll. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take a nice thigh stretch here. So pulling that right leg behind you, trying to pull that right heel into your booty here. Making sure that we're lifted through the chest. We're not dumping into the low back here. Beautiful. Release. And shift the weight over to the right. Pick that left foot up and give that ankle a roll. Roll one way and the other way. Seems like such little movements, but I promise you that ankle mobility is serious and we need it. Beautiful. And we're going to take it back for our thigh stretch here. Same things as the other side. That knee is digging down and the heel is trying to come to the booty here. We are not dumping into the low back. We are just trying to get the stretch through the quad and that front hip flexor. Beautiful. Slowly we release. Maybe take your little knocking on heaven's door action here. Just a little bit. Beautiful. One more hit on each side. Come back to our standing. We're going to inhale those arms up. And we're going to slice through the sky. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we plant the hands and step the feet back. We're in our plank position. Take the gaze forward. And go ahead and drop down those knees. And then the chest and the chin comes down. We're going to pause for just a second, feeling into that back. And exhale, cobra. Beautiful. Tuck the toes. Come through plank. And then send the hips up and back. Down dog. Very, very nice. Inhale, right leg up. 3-leg dog. Roll forward. Step in between the hands. Allow yourself to rise up. High lunge here. Arms up and overhead. Breathe. Let's take the arm circles. So forwards 3 times. Trying to keep the upper body as still as possible here. And let's reverse that circle. And one more. Beautiful. Pivot on that back foot. Coming through warrior 2. Big smiles on faces. Straighten through that right leg. Pivot. This right body or right hand comes forward and come down. Triangle or trikonasana here. Gaze is towards that left hand. Breathe. We're going to pivot and come through goddess here. So come up and this right foot pivots towards that edge of the mat. Same with the left. Hands can be on our hips. Or we can take cactus arms here. Whatever feels good. Let's come on in for goddess. Breathing here. No holding or clenching the breath. Allowing the fire to come up. Maybe bringing the hands to touch overhead. Making ourselves look like a big flame here. Maybe dance in that flame. Dance in the fire here. Because fires dance. I don't know if you've ever watched a fire really closely, but you've watched it dance. Breathe. I know we are still here and I'm still talking, trying to distract you. We're going to open up into our triangle on the left side. So we're going to have to pivot on that back foot. Left foot points forward. Straighten that left knee. Arms into a T. Shift the weight forward. Come around. Triangle. Breathing. No holding or clenching. And we're going to come up. Warrior 2. Gazes forward towards that left hand. We're going to pivot on that back foot and spin around, high lunge, arms up and overhead. And we're going to do the same thing that we did on the other side. So arm circles. And let's go forwards, trying to keep that upper body as still as possible. And we're going to reverse that circle and go the other way. Arms up. Breathe. And frame that foot. Step back, 3-leg dog. Left foot's up in the sky. Beautiful. Release that foot down and let's vinyasa. Roll forward into plank. Look forward. Lower down chaturanga. Push up. Up dog. Let's hold here for just a second and let's rock the hips left to right. Breathing. And let's take that right foot off. 3-leg chaturanga. Bend that right knee. Push up and over. Wild thing. Beautiful. Lift that chest up. Come through Vasisthasana. Side plank. Breathe. Beautiful. Pivot around. And let's chaturanga. Lower down. And then push up. Back into our upward dog. Rock the hips. Left to right. Breathe. And let's pick up that left foot. 3-leg chaturanga. Bend that knee. Up and over into our wild thing. Chest lifts. Breathing. And then we're coming through our Vasisthasana on this side. And plant that hand. Pivot. Look forward. Lower down chaturanga. Push up. Up dog. And meet me back. Down dog. Beautiful yogis. Beautiful, beautiful yogis. Go and bring that left foot forward, pivot on the feet, and coming around wide-legged forward fold. So once you get here, we're just kind of finding a rag doll here, so allowing the breath to return to a more natural rhythm here before we do more. Let's just sway left or right. Nice big inhales to the belly. And nice controlled exhales through the mouth. If you want an inversion, this would be a good time to do that. A nice tripod headstand, maybe even a pincha. Or if you have fun playing with crow, you could do that now too. Depends on how fiery one may feel. We're going to go ahead and bring the hips down, coming in through our yogi squat here. Bringing the hands at heart center, using those elbows to push against those knees, to lengthen through that chest and that spine. Maybe a nice little rock left or right here. Will feel really lovely. Before we sit on our booties. And then come onto our backs. If you want to rock and roll, now is that time to rock and roll. Nice little spinal massage. We're all going to meet on our backs with our legs up. We're going to take Kali Mudra with the hands. So pointer fingers up, kind of like Charlie's Angels. And we're going to leave them up. And a lot of y'all know what's coming. So left foot drops down and hovers. And these arms come up to the left and back down. And then we'll come up to the right and back down. We'll switch the legs. So now the right leg's hovering up towards the right and down, up towards the left and down. Switch the legs. So left leg's hovering up towards the left, down, and up towards the right, down. Switch up towards the right, down, up towards the left, down. Switch towards the left, down, and towards the right. Beautiful. One more time. Up, down, up. Leave the legs up. We're going to tuck the hands under the booty here. We're just going to do some little leg lifts. So if you want to lower and lift, you can. Otherwise, we're just going to do like up towards the sky. So more like hip thrust than leg lifts, whatever you want to call it. We're doing 10 of them. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's rock up into boat. We're just going to hold for just a second, smiling. Happy yogis. Cross the feet, plant the hands, hop back, plank. Look forward, push forward, lower down. Now we're in up dog. Everybody meets. Down dog. Beautiful. Roll forward. Come onto the knees. Mermaid them around. Come on back to your backs. Beautiful. Hug the knees in. Biggest hug you've given yourself all day long. And then we're going to send the left leg long, coming in for supine twist, taking this right leg all the way across the body. And our right arm goes out long and our gaze goes towards it. If it feels good, you can take this left hand to the right knee. Now we are allowing the breath to return back to its natural ebb and flow. Courageous, enthusiastic, full of willpower. That's the earth elements. Positive signs. And now back to center. Hug both legs in. And this time we're going to send the right leg long and pull this left leg across the body. Left arm out long. Right hand can be on this left knee if that feels good for you. Filling up the belly with air. Fire element. Very dynamic. You know them when they walk in the room. They have an innate need to express themselves. They're normally very active. They live life with a contagious enthusiasm, and they have so much to give. And now back to center. Hug those knees in. And we're going to send them out long. Just a little mini shavasana here. Tucking the shoulder blades, palms face up. You know the funny thing about fire can't use someone else's fire. You have to use your own. And to use your own fire, you have to have the courage to believe that fire is inside of you to take action. Fire has the power to create and destroy. Which way do you use your fire? Slowly you can begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. We're all going to meet in a comfortable seated position. The fire element is said to reside near our solar plexus, our manipura. So go ahead and bring your hands to your solar plexus and close the eyes down. What a gift to have fire inside of us. And what knowledge to be able to know how to use it. Use it for love, passion, enthusiasm. Use it to lift others higher. Use it to build your own self higher. Authentic, enthusiastic. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. I hope that you enjoyed that. I did. And I hope that you'll join me for the rest of the Element series. If you haven't already, please do subscribe and share me with your friends and your family. I am very appreciative for all of you. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat.